A storm was brewing. Tom and Jerry, tired of their usual home, saw a flyer for a spooky mansion tour. The picture showed a creepy, old house. Jerry, curious, pointed. Tom, nervous, shook his head. But a clap of thunder decided for them, and they ran inside the mansion for shelter. The giant, wooden front door creaked open all by itself. Tom and Jerry exchanged a look. Jerry shrugged and tiptoed in. Tom, trying to be brave, puffed out his chest and followed, but he jumped when the door slammed shut behind them with a loud bang. Inside the dark hallway, they heard a clink, clank, clink. A heavy, metal chain was slithering down the stairs like a snake. Tom and Jerry froze. The chain stopped right in front of them, rattled once more, and then lay still. It was very, very quiet. They passed a painting of a stern-looking man. As Tom walked by, the man's eyes followed him. Tom did a double take. The man in the painting stuck out his tongue. Tom's fur puffed up like a balloon, and he leaped into Jerry's arms. They were both terrified for a second. In the dusty ballroom, the keys on an old piano started moving, playing a spooky, out-of-tune song all by themselves. Jerry, thinking it was fun, jumped on the keys and started dancing, adding cheerful, high notes to the creepy melody. Tom bumped into a suit of armor. It wobbled, and its metal glove fell off. Tom put the glove on his own paw. The glove came to life. It started poking Tom in the side, tickling him until he was laughing and crying, trying to pull the mischievous glove off. Jerry found a loose book on a shelf. He pulled it, and the entire bookcase swung open, revealing a secret passage. A cold wind blew out. Tom, now wearing the tickling glove, and Jerry peered into the dark tunnel. From the secret passage, they heard faint, ghostly giggles. It didn't sound mean. It sounded playful. Tom and Jerry, still a little scared, decided to be brave and follow the sound. They entered a room where a tiny, floating teacup was being sipped by an invisible guest. A cookie lifted from a plate, and a tiny bite disappeared from it. The ghostly giggles were louder here. The ghosts were having a party. A small, shimmering, friendly ghost named Ghoulie appeared. He was lonely and just wanted to play. All the spooky tricks, the chain, the portrait, the piano, were his way of inviting them to his games. Ghoulie started a game of tag. He could float through walls, but Tom and Jerry couldn't. They crashed into each other, ran through paintings, leaving mouse and cat-shaped holes, and got tangled in curtains. It was the most fun chase they'd ever had. Tom, wanting to win, set up a classic net trap, but Ghoulie just floated right through it. Jerry set a tiny mousetrap with a piece of cheese. Ghoulie, being a ghost, couldn't pick it up. They realized you can't trap a ghost with normal tricks. Ghoulie's favorite game was hide and seek. He was the best hider. He hid inside a vase, behind a mirror, and even inside one of Tom's puffy shoes. Tom and Jerry had to work together to find him, and they were all laughing. A beam of sunlight peeked through a dusty window. Ghoulie started to fade. "I have to go now," he said in a soft, echoey voice. "But thank you for being my friends." He waved and disappeared in the warm light. The house didn't feel spooky anymore. It just felt quiet and a little sad. Tom and Jerry walked to the front door, which creaked open for them. They looked back one more time, smiling at the memory of their ghostly friend. Back home, Tom poured a saucer of milk for Jerry. They weren't chasing each other. They were both thinking about Ghoulie. They learned that sometimes the scariest things can turn out to be the most fun, and that friends can be found in the most unexpected places.